And what an interesting day we're in for tomorrow to see what the Australian captain decides to do.
Right off the helmet. And he hasn't even blinked.
Yes, he said, "I'm fine, don't worry." Let's see exactly where it hit him. He only just managed to get the visor underneath this. Let's have a look here. Where does it hit exactly? Oh, right on the top. Right on the top. That was a fast delivery. Yes, there could be some quite entertaining cricket here tomorrow. We'll see the Australians go out there and try and pile on sufficient runs to be able to declare and get South Africa in again. Whack.
Two out of two. Now he gets some runs if he wants to run. Hayward was keen to run, and Teeny perhaps still a little dazed. Leg by because it's classed as taking evasive action. So far he hasn't managed to evade either of them.
It's interesting, on the head twice. Wouldn't have been that good in the days before there were crash helmets. And of course the old law would have come into play, probably the law of intimidation. Twice on the head in 2 balls. You've got to say he's accurate.
Well, that was almost a Danny Morrison. Danny Morrison headed one, the former New Zealand quick bowler. Hayward is not hanging around. Now, it's interesting you talk about the law of intimidation. I think, you know, the umpires really should be having a word here and saying, all right, you've made your point with the short pitch stuff. Now try and get them out.
I suppose it's also worth remembering that Hayward wasn't slow in coming forward himself, because he let Brett Lee have it. Mind you, Brett Lee got some runs, so I suppose Brett Lee feels that he at least owes him one. I've got to say now that this has got to be a Yorker, because if it is, there's a good chance of those stumps going all over the place. If it's not, then I agree with you entirely. The umpire's got to step in.
Well, now it's gone for probably four byes, I would imagine. Poor old Adam Gilchrist is going to suffer. But time for the umpire to step in here.
Yes, he went after him here, didn't he? He backed away, Nanti Hayward, and Brett Lee saw him go, and he went with him. So there was no doubt that he was after him. The intent here was to hurt him, no doubt.
I think umpire Taufel has said something to Brett Lee. Hayward is leaving those stumps unattended.
Yes, he's got a big smile on his face, Brett Lee. We didn't see that smile on his face when he was bowling to a batsman. Boucher gave him some fearful Humpty. He's bowling to a bloke here who is pretty well, with the greatest respect to him, pretty well hopeless with a bat. And he's making a big deal of being close to getting him out. Well, I mean, he should have had him out long ago.
It's 9 for 370.